Bill O'Brien is their offensive coordinator. Don't forget, he spent 2007 and 2011 in New England. Most recently, he's been with Nick Saban at Alabama. Offensively, the Patriots were outside the top 25 this season in yards per game, first down percentage, and third down conversion rate. Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a difference will Bill make for the Patriots?
Zero.
All right, Skip, what did I tell you? Who did I tell you? I said he gonna go. He ain't going outside his circle.
No.
So he gonna go get somebody that he know he's very familiar with, and he go, Coach Saban, you're not gonna miss him. He went and got Bill O'Brien from Alabama. Skip, look, Tom Brady, he the only offensive coordinator Tom Brady didn't win no Super Bowl under.
That's a good point.
That ain't no coincidence. That ain't no coincidence.
Yeah.
Every other coordinator he had, he got a Super Bowl, multiple. He got 0 with him in the divisional round against. And he's the Houston Texans head coach. Had an opportunity to go up 28-0.
He did.
So now he kicks the field goal, go up 24. This is what he said after the game. After the game, he said, I didn't have a play that I liked. Then he later admitted, hell, I didn't even know it was fourth down. And that's what you got called to play. Remember, Skip, they drafted Deshaun Watson. They traded him to get Deshaun Watson. But what he didn't do, he started Tom Savage. Tom Savage is so bad, he started Deshaun in the second half. I don't know what he was expecting with a last name like Savage. You already know he's going to be some bull-jiving quarterback. Guess who he signed? Brock Osweiler. Gave him $72 million.
And then guess who he traded?
Traded D-Hop for a running back. Man, Brock Osweiler lasted longer in Houston than Skip in the military. And Skip didn't go to the military. He terrible. I'm sorry, Skip, I was long-winded. He terrible, and he ain't going to make no difference.
Yet another example of a man that Tom Brady made a whole lot of money for.
Yeah.
Because he got to go to Penn State and made a lot of money there, and then he made a whole lot of money coaching the Texans because he lasted forever there by what he was doing.
And ruined them.
Yeah, he ruined them. 2014 to 2020, it left them in ruins.
Yes, and they having a hard time digging out from under that.
So I got to believe that in their off-season sit-down that Robert Kraft told Bill Belichick, you will go outside and hire a real offensive coordinator. No more of this Coach Pencil business. No more of Matt Patricia and Joe Judge as the quarterback coach. And to your point, he said, okay, I'll go get somebody I think I can kind of control in Bill O'Brien, who was a chip off my block, obviously. So he brought him back into the fold. And I still believe that Bill is going to have a lot of input into the offense.
Yeah, of course.
I still believe he was effectively at least vetoing plays this year, where he did say, pass or run.
Did you see the plays? Hell, I'd have vetoed them too. I would have got mad if you even called them.
Yeah. How could you do that? you took a defensive coordinator. He had been a head coach in Detroit, but you said
he was a terrible one.
You run the offense? Really? I felt sorry for the kid quarterback.
I did too.
Man.
And they talk about why he frustrated, and former players talk about you need to suck it up. You're a team the Patriot way. Yeah, but y'all ain't have no joker like that. Y'all ain't had a receiver coach calling defensive signals for you guys.
No.
But you think I'm supposed to be okay as the quarterback with a guy that's never called an offensive play to calling plays for me. But I'm supposed to be cool with that. When the wide receiver coach call plays for y'all on defense?
Good question. And yet, how do you do at Alabama? We had the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, and they did exactly what? Well, they failed, right? By their standards. So you're coming off that to do this.
Coach Saban normally, when he has an OC, they normally get a suit. They normally get a national championship. That's what Coach Saban do. Brian Daboll, Sarkisian,
Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin, McElhaney. He get, OC, you go to Alabama, you're going to get one. This joker show up and he ain't getting nothing.
Nothing. And he got nothing with Tom Brady.
But again, I'm just trying to figure out how they keep falling up.
I don't know.
Them jokers can fall up, Byron. Byron Levis said, I fall down. They fall up. Look at the guy that was at Skip. He was head coach at Arizona. He just got fired.
Yeah.
He was at Texas Tech. He got fired there. He becomes the offensive coordinator at USC. Before he even called a play, how about you become the head coach of Arizona? Huh? How they do that? It wasn't like look at the talent of the Alabama guy. And somehow he gone on to the NFL. He the offensive coordinator of the NFL team.
Coach Belichick is getting exposed.
Cliff Kingsbury's the name.
No, Cliff. I didn't know which way.
Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Coach Belichick is getting exposed because he doesn't have Tom Brady.
No.
Brady was his buffer in the locker room, and now he's trying to assert himself on the offensive side to say, I can do what Brady did for the offense.
Yeah.
I can oversee it, and it's getting worse by the snap.
People only think you're a genius if you know the answers.
Yeah.
Well, the answer number 12, he gone. Seems like there's a lot of questions that goes unsolved now in New England.
Man, I just think they got an uphill battle because it's probably doing their heart good to see Buffalo implode a little bit right now. Because
but they're still not better than Buffalo.
they're not better than Buffalo.
As a matter of fact, they're not better than Miami.
No, they're not.
They fighting right there with the Jets.
They are. If the Jets can figure out a quarterback, they're going to be in trouble.
They're in the cellar.
Yep.
They're in the cellar.
Yep.
I mean, you was able to beat Buffalo. You was able to navigate a lot of this AFC East because you had Tom. When you throw some bull jive out there, Tom could overcome it. He could spray perfume on it and at least make it smell good, even though we know what it was.
Yep.
Now you ain't got Tom. That's what it is.
Yep. Blast from the past.
Those days are
Bill
long
O'Brien.
gone in New England. The good old days at Gillette Stadium, huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's move on to the hardwood.
Let's.
The Lakers,
Here
let's
we
talk
go.
a little bit about them. Are they going to get their first win? Want to take it on the go? Be sure to subscribe to the Undisputed podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Josh Allen suffered an elbow injury back in a Week 9 loss to the Jets. He admitted yesterday it lingered the rest of the season. Take a listen.
There was a period, obviously, right after for a few weeks where, it was pretty bothersome, but again, it didn't affect me all that much. Just kind of felt like maybe I was trying to throw it a little differently mechanically. Had to change a few things and got away a little bit from, how I'm used to throwing the ball, and that's just kind of a byproduct of that. But again, it didn't affect me too much.
All right, Shannon, digest this one. Shannon, was that a legitimate excuse from Josh Allen?
No, hell no. The elbow wasn't the reason you lost. You lost to a better team. They just outplayed you. Now, I remember in Week 15 when he did 4 touchdowns and 304 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 against an interception against Miami. Ain't nobody mentioned no elbow. Week 18, what about against the pass, Skip? He threw for 254, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Ain't nobody mentioned no elbow. See, when you start talking about the elbow now, people are looking at you like, is you using that as an excuse? Because when you had 7 touchdowns over 558 yards, ain't nobody mentioned nothing about no elbow. And look, and I get it. He's like,